the penalty area, and Son just can't quite catch it. It was arcing down the line towards him into the penalty area, and out come Alisson to claim it. McAllister tangling with Brennan Johnson. It falls nicely to Gakpo. Good tackle by Brennan Johnson to get back on Cody Gakpo. And out for a throw-in to Liverpool just inside the Tottenham Hotspur half. Just coming up to the 40-minute mark. Gravenberch back to Virgil van Dijk, who's 15 yards inside his own half, being chased down by Solanke. Goes back to his goalkeeper Alisson, out to Wataru Endo on the right hand side of that central defensive partnership with Van Dijk is Endo, having come on for the injured Jarrell Kwanzaa. And Liverpool starting to push forward again. Down the left hand side is Cody Gakpo, inside to Gravenberch, all the way back to the halfway line, and Wataru Endo. Wataru Endo again. Van Dijk says, don't worry, I'll sort that one out, and gives it back to his goalkeeper. Alisson returns it just back to Van Dijk. Now Connor Bradley, player who has just got better and better. Really seen too much of him going forward tonight, but we know exactly what he's capable of doing. He's a completely different player to Trent Alexander-Arnold. If Trent does leave, it will only open a door for him to be a regular, surely. Connor Bradley. Gravenberch for Liverpool, midway inside his own half, turns away from Brennan Johnson and Dominic Solanke. Taro. And now Van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk slowing things down. Be saying to this Liverpool side, well, just chill. Spurs have got to come and get at us. They need the win. They've got to take something to protect at Anfield in a few weeks' time. Liverpool know they've still got the second leg at home. That's a poor pass from Wataru over towards the far side. It was in between Gakpo and Tsimikas, and straight out for a throw. 0-0, 42 minutes gone. Dragoshan for Spurs, 10 yards inside his own half, square to Archie Gray. Long ball from Dragoshan. It's a big ask of Lucas Bergvall, the Swedish international. It flies well ahead of him and out for a goal kick, which is taken quickly. February the 5th is the next semi-final. It's the second leg between Newcastle and Arsenal. Arsenal with work to do. The night after, it will be Liverpool against Tottenham from Anfield. This one is 0-0 at the moment, evenly poised. Spurs will be happy. They haven't conceded. They haven't really been put under too much pressure from Liverpool, but Jota's put it through the legs of Basuma and over the halfway line to Salah, who's got a little bit of room to run into. He goes into a central position, nicks the ball beyond Dragoshan and out wide to Gakpo. On the overlap is Tsimikas, pulls it back, and Bergvall tracks back really well to slide in and clear the ball over towards the far side, retrieved by Gakpo all the way back towards McAllister, who is tripped up, and a free kick to Liverpool in a potentially very dangerous position. It was Kulusevski with the challenge on McAllister. The Swedish international catching the Argentine on the shin. They barely protect any part of the shin, let's be honest. So it's going to be Tsimikas to take this free kick. Tottenham have lined up all 11 players on the edge of their own penalty area. Antonin Kunski is lining up his wall. He's looked a bit edgy, a little bit nervous on a couple of occasions with the ball at his feet, but he's not done anything wrong so far. He's not had anything to do so far. Might change here. Tsimikas with his free kick, whips it in. Dangerous. Headed up in the air and away by Basuma. Bergvall Spurs clearing their lines up to the halfway line. Only one player there, it's Conor Bradley. He goes all the way back to Allison, who controls it and brings in Gravenberch. Gravenberch away from Son. Isn't one for taking chances, Gravenberch, so he goes back to Wataru. Spurs 0, Liverpool 0. You are listening to audio commentary coverage of the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in North London. A very cold night. It's currently 0. And, I'm not sure you can necessarily blame the temperatures, but both sides have had to make enforced substitutions through injury in the first half. Serious injury to Bentancur, which we hope he makes a full recovery and he's all okay. It's Curtis Jones. 11 minutes, by the way, have been added on. 11 minutes stoppage time through that Bentancur injury. Tsimikas rolls it down the line. Curtis Jones don't catch it. And that's going to be a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Well, it could be a North London derby in the final. It could be a rerun of the 1974 FA Cup final, Liverpool against Newcastle. What about the 1971 FA Cup final between Arsenal and Liverpool? Of course, they also met in the, I think it was 97, was it? 96 or 97 League Cup final. And Arsenal beat Liverpool as underdogs. There's history, whichever way you look at the final. There's history between those teams. Newcastle and Spurs have never met at Wembley before. Here come Liverpool. Gakpo cutting inside. Finding Jota. McAllister. Carefully rolled wide, and Tsimikas has got time and space and gets the cross in. Good prodded header away from inside the 6-yard box by Dragic, and protected his goalkeeper really well there. He would have caught it, and perhaps should have caught it if he'd have let Dragic know that he was there. He's still settling into the Spurs way of life. There's Antonin Kinski. There's a big call for Ange Postecoglou to go with him tonight. Alfie Whiteman was the goalkeeper at the weekend. He's out at the moment. And Brandon Austin is the second choice goalkeeper tonight. I don't know if he's picked up a knock or anything. Alfie Whiteman, I'm not sure. Here come Liverpool again. Gakpo down the left-hand side. Cuts inside. Still Gakpo gets the shot in. Good block by Porro, who was never far away from Gakpo. Interesting battle that. Passes in the final third in the last 5 minutes. Spurs 3, Liverpool 14. Liverpool very much on top in that last 5 minutes or so. And they're continuing to dominate the ball at the moment. Here's Conor Bradley. Just reverses it into Diogo Jota. He gives it away. He gets the challenge in on Kulusevski, and it came off of Kulusevski last and out for a throw into Liverpool. Wataru brings it down, square to Virgil van Dijk. Lifts a long, high ball out towards the left-hand side. There's plenty of room for Gakpo to bring the ball down. Takes on Porro, gets the better of Porro, pulls it back. They're queuing up. Here's Mo Salah, who got in the way of Diogo Jota and then spins and with his right foot puts the ball over the top of the crossbar. Well, what do they say about these balls? What did they say last night? Mikel Arteta not happy with the difference between the EFL ball and the ball that they use in the Premier League. But really there, McAllister was ready for it, and Jota was ready for it, and Salah just took it off the toes. That was the wrong idea there from Salah. Over the shoulder from Jota. It's time to find Salah. Back to Jota. Runs straight into Kulusevski with the help of Jed Spence. Wins the ball back for Tottenham Hotspur. Now Bergvall. Out wide to the left-hand side. Kulusevski still inside his own half. It's a good reverse pass to find Basuma. He's now into the Liverpool half and gets the return from Son. And Bergvall out to wide on the right. It's Brennan Johnson tries to get the shot in, but it was good defending again there by Virgil van Dijk. Just stood his ground, but Kulusevski now for Spurs. Porro got caught there slightly.